It doesn't anywhere say that it's supposed to burn. Today's video is brought to you by Factor. Use code 50AlexandriaBryan to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first Factor box. Hello everybody and welcome back to After Advent season. Look how little the pile's getting. I feel like this is pretty good. There is a huge stack right here, but those are already opened ones. And there are some underneath the table as well. But you know, like I feel like we're making progress. And today we're making even more progress because we're getting into 2 advent calendars here from Revolution Beauty. We have 2 themed ones. Which I always think is pretty fun. So we have the boot one that so many people have been asking me about. This one might not actually fully and truly be an advent calendar. I didn't realize it. I'm so sorry. It's the Revolution Beauty Toy Story Andy's Room gift set with 12 items on the inside. It came out around the advent calendar times and it was like 12 items, and I can't see when I'm ordering advent calendars because I don't ruin the surprise. So I didn't look into it further. It just seemed like an advent calendar, so I bought it. But this one over here, the Revolution and Love Actually one is a true advent calendar. So the boot was $65. Right now it's on sale for $39. It's still available on the website. No mention of like actual value or anything. And then the Love Actually one was $48 on sale for $28. Again, no mention of value. It is also 12, it's 12 items, but this one's days. They come in days. These just come in a box. I'm fairly certain the sale price is just like the sale price. They're not saying that this once was worth 60 something dollars, but it's actually where you can buy it for $39 because I think I paid a good amount of money for these. I'm not sure what like the actual retail value is supposed to be. Let's just go ahead real fast here and get the boot that is not an actual advent calendar out of the way. It does show like everything that comes inside of it. So if you want any surprises at all whatsoever, like don't look past my fingers. So it is a Toy Story and it's Woody's boot. There's a very special place like in our family for Toy Story and Woody. So I think this is very cute. I am excited about it. Now listen, I haven't seen the last Toy Story because of sad, and I don't watch sad things because I will cry immediately. Eventually I probably should watch that, but I don't know if there'll be anything related to the most recent film in here. Oh, how cute! Speaking of Andy, it has the Andy on the boot. Okay, yeah, everything is just in here and some crinkly paper. There's no little boxes that tell me days or anything because it's not an actual advent calendar. I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm just gonna like rummage around and grab things, and that way it can still be like a surprise. Oh, this is squishy. Yeah. Oh, cute. Ah, man, I just bought a beauty blender because I couldn't find any of the other thousands that I've gotten in boxes and stuff. But this one is adorable. It is a super lime vibrant green with the little alien face on it. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that super well. They're the ones that are in the little machine at the Pizza Planet, and they're like, that claw. I think that's really cute. I like that a lot. It also feels really nice. It feels almost exactly like the Real Techniques one that I just spent $6.75 on. Feeling a lot of crinkle paper in here. Not so much in the way of products. All right, here we go. Here's something. Ow! Oh, teeth checking mirror. I feel like there's been a kind of a lack of teeth checking mirrors in this season's advent calendar roundup. We do have like 4 Sephora advent calendars still left back there. I kind of forgot about those. So I'm sure we'll probably add to the collection. This one is really cute. It's the little beach ball. Why can't I think of a single scene or reference to do with this ball? Is this a beach ball? What kind of ball is this? Anywho, it's a ball and it's a mirror too. That's nice. This definitely feels a little bit on the less expensive side. I don't even think this is metal. It feels maybe like a thick kind of glossy cardboard, like really thick cardstock. It's very lightweight, so it doesn't feel crazy expensive. And do keep in mind that this was like, how much did we say? $65 starting out. So, you know, a little beauty blender and a very kind of inexpensive feeling mirror. But, you know, we'll see. I'm sure it'll pick up. I'm really just like digging around in there. Okay, next I have, oh, Jessie. Next we have a little compacty looking thing with Jessie on the front. I do like that this doesn't seem just like a sticker, and it's kind of raised. That makes it feel a little bit nicer, even though the plastic does feel a little bit lighter weight, not super high quality. I like that the cow print even has like a raisedness to it. Oh heavens, what is that? What am I looking at? Oh, it's a blush? No blush? Oh, maybe like English. Blush. Yeah, I guess it is a cream blush. At first I thought maybe it was like a lip gloss or like a little pan of lipstick, but it's actually just a very vibrant blush. My goodness. got a little stuff in there. A flex. Okay, not a super like creamy feeling blush. It almost, it feels very similar to like a lip product. It does go on the skin really sheer and honestly kind of natural looking, especially if you were to blend it out a little bit more. Like, yeah, wow, it kind of really disappears. If you keep blending it out like too much, there's almost nothing left. So maybe you should just build it up a little bit, maybe with some taps instead of rubbing. Yeah, okay, just with some like light tapping, you can definitely see the color pick up there a little bit more. I do really like how sheer it is. I feel like you could make this look super natural, just like kind of a nice light flush on the cheeks if you applied it really lightly. It also doesn't feel sticky. It kind of has a little bit of like a powdery feel on top of it. If you rub it around for a little while though, it does get a tiny touch oily, but yeah, it can be fine. It kind of disappeared again. How's that happening? I feel like my hand is just like sucking up the color. Are y'all seeing this? Does that not look less pink than it did a few seconds ago? Huh, okay, well, cute packaging, very cute little packaging. I'm not 100% sure about the product. Have you guys ever tried a cream type blush from Revolution before? Because I've never tried one like on my face. Let me know, does the color stay there, or is it some type of like disappearing ink, you know, kind of thing? All right, I already saw this one kind of laying on the top. Ooh, oh, I'm not 100% sure if that's how they would enunciate it, but there's the little green alien guys I was talking about. And that is actually the name of the setting spray. Ooh, oh, yeah, that's actually what they call it. I'm not doing sound effects just for the heck of it, even though that is something I would do. I feel like they could have filled this up at least to the top. It almost looks like some of it's missing. Did it leak in here? Boot smells interesting. I of course wouldn't expect it to be like, you know, all the way filled to the top, but something about having this much of the top missing almost makes it look like some of it is leaked out, or it's been used, or some of it's evaporated. It's just kind of an interesting stopping point for filling up the product.
0.39 inches is 0.033 feet.
I didn't even ask that, Siri, but thank you. All right, let's give this a little spritz and just see how, you know, the forcefulness of the spray. That's a pretty forceful spray. Oh, you know what? A couple of minutes ago when I was talking about the smell of the boot and how it had like a kind of a weird smell to it, or interesting smell, it's this. It smells exactly like this. Now I'm kind of thinking that it might have leaked out a little bit. It smells almost like maybe like a sweet kind of candy, like a sweet tart or a Smartie or something like that, or like one of those little pixie sticks. It has that kind of sweet, sugary smell to it. Oh, buzz! Okay, next up here we have another cute little compact with buzz on it this time, and it also has a little bit of like a raised surface around the image, which I think is nice. Why does half the makeup I get nowadays look kind of suspect? I'm sure this is just from production or something, but there's a lot of little lines and scratches in this, but it's a pretty highlight. It's a nice like highlighting shade. It just looks a little scratched up and dinged up. But really looking at it, it doesn't look like swatches or like it's been used. I think it just got a little scratched up somehow along the way. It's really soft at the touch. I fear that it's gonna be a little bit like powdery, maybe even baby powdery, but we'll see. Oh, okay, it has a nice color to it. It's very, very light. So I swatched it right here on the back of my hand, and honestly, it does have a bit of like a powdery appearance. So that's what I was meaning with the baby powder. I was wondering if it was gonna look more like luminous and glowy, like a highlight, or a little bit more like a setting powder or a baby powder. And at first, yeah, it looked a little, you know, to the latter side there. I can't say I'm loving it. I can't say that because that would be fitting. But it's fine. It has kind of a golden, little bit of a glow to it. It does just seem incredibly powdery. Like I'm really trying to get like, you know, it to catch one of these three very large lights here in front of me, just so you can kind of see the reflect, but it's really not, it's not doing much in the way of highlighting, at least on the back of my hand here. It is looking a little bit kind of chunky, like on my hand wrinkles. Not like a nice, smooth, luminous highlight, just a little chunky powdery. Just really fast for comparison purposes, I don't know if this will help at all, but right here in the center of my hand, I swatched a very similar highlight from Ofra, from this like 8-year-old palette, oh gosh. But you can see like how it actually is like catching the light and reflecting. It looks a little bit luminous, kind of glowy. And then over here, you're just really not getting a ton, unfortunately. But again, like precious packaging, very, very adorable packaging, but it's a little bit like this blush. The intensity and the way it performs, at least on a swatch, might not be my personal favorite. It might do better on like the actual skin, on the face. Well, this is actual skin. But like the face skin, it might do better. Oh wow, okay, I just came across like the bulk of the products here on the bottom. Really quick before we move on, here's a quick word from our sponsor, Factor. Factor is a meal delivery service that delivers fresh, never frozen, dietitian approved meals right to your door. My husband and I have been using Factor for a while now and we have been loving it. It really takes the stress out of my weekly meal planning. You can skip the grocery store, the prep time, the cook time, and you still get really tasty, nutritious meals. Every meal is fresh, never frozen, it's restaurant quality, and it's ready in 2 minutes. And so far, every meal that we have tried has been really, really tasty. Factor has a huge variety of weekly meal options with categories like Calorie Smart, Keto, Protein Plus, or Vegan. They also have gourmet options if you're feeling a little fancy, with premium ingredients like filet mignon, shrimp, truffle butter, broccolini, and asparagus. The steaks in the Gourmet Plus meals are cooked to where they're still tender after reheating, and everything just tastes really good. I also really appreciate how flexible Factor is. My husband and I are actually leaving tomorrow to go on vacation, so I had to pause like this week's meals and they'll just pick up again next week. Factor has just really saved me a lot of time and honestly stress. It's so nice to know that after a long day there is a tasty and nutritious meal ready for you for dinner in the refrigerator. It just takes 2 minutes to heat up and then you're ready to go. If you would like to give Factor a try, head over to factor75.com or click the link below and use the code 50 Alexandria Ryan to get 50% off plus free shipping. That's 50 Alexandria Ryan at factor75.com to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. And just thank you so very much to Factor for sponsoring today's video and supporting the channel. Oh, well, this is really adorable. We have a little lip gloss here. It looks like a nice kind of shimmering, glittery lip gloss. Like, this is very familiar to me. What's this supposed to look like? Oh, it literally says Buzz on the bottom. Okay, not the best smelling lip gloss ever, but it almost has kind of a nostalgic scent. It reminds me of Claire's makeup. Like if you ever got a lip gloss or anything from Claire's, it has that kind of, you know, potentially a little plasticky scent to it, but yeah, it's taking me back. I was wondering how much the glitters would show up in there, but it doesn't look super glittery or anything, just very glossy. Glitters are so super fine, which I actually would prefer. If I'm gonna wear a glitter lip gloss or anything, I don't really want big chunks of glitter, especially ones you could like feel, like, you know, if you're doing that, I don't want to like feel grit. Oh, I think we have another lip product here. Oh, is this Rex? I don't know if it has a name, but if it doesn't have a name, I think it should be Rex. You know, like the little dinosaur with the little arms like that. Oh, it's green. I'm sure this is probably just moisture or something. At some point this lipstick or whatever this is, chapstick, it's sweated, which, you know, no like offense to you, I know all about sweating in. There's just all these little dots all over the lipstick, and like I said, I'm going to assume that there is some liquid, some sweat coming off of this lip product, and then it dried and left little crystallizations behind or something. It doesn't look great. Now if it was on there on purpose, you know, to like match this, that could be kind of cute, but I don't think that's the case. I can't be 100% for certain, of course, but it doesn't look super purposeful. Like it doesn't look like it was intended to look scaly, but it does look scaly. Is this lip gloss supposed to be a plumping gloss? Because the back of my hand is burning. Oh, Buzz. Maybe that's why it's called Buzz. Like, it tingles, buzzes on your lips because it's supposed to be plumping. I hope it's supposed to be a plumping gloss because it is stinging. It is stinging a little bit. Okay, well, let's get a swatch regardless. Is it color changing maybe? Because right now it's looking a little sickly green yellow. Like it's basically clear, but just the undertone. You can see a tiny bit of like yellow green. Gosh, I can't bend my hand that way. It's right there. And you can just see the slightest hint of green. Oh, cute. Moving on here, we have a cute little pencil. I'm assuming this is supposed to be maybe like Bo Peep with her little dress or polka dotty dress. Gosh, this is burning really bad. Is this a lip plumper? That's so interesting. It just says lip gloss. It doesn't anywhere say that it's supposed to burn like that. That's good. Okay, maybe I'll just wipe this off really fast just in case. I'm glad I didn't try it on my lips. All right, and this is a Bo Peep little lip liner there. It's just a very pretty looking kind of neutrally pink color. I think it's cute. I like that it's Bo Peep and it's pink, and you know how she has like a stick. He's precious. Look at him go. I can't remember the horse's name for some reason, but the background kind of looks like Woody's shirt, and then there's their adorable little horse on there. Very, very cute. We have a little mascara here. Oh wow. That's the longest little mascara dribble I've ever seen. I'm just gonna put it back in there, I guess. This is a super densely packed little wand. It has the bristles that I typically like, but they're very, very close together and like kind of thick. I feel like this would definitely disperse a lot of mascara at one time. It seems like a really sticky formula too, like just based on like the webbing, the strings that I'm getting from this. Oh, there's another little stick in here. I almost didn't see that. Oh, the Slinky. Oh, that was one of my favorites from Toy Story, the little Slinky dog. You can just kind of see like his slinky tail on there. It looks like it might have another lip liner or an eyeliner. You get that, you know, a brown eyeliner. That makes sense. It's a brown eyeliner. Not maybe the creamiest, smoothiest brown liner. Did I mention it was late at night again? I'm sorry. Maybe not the creamiest, smoothest, most pigmented eyeliner ever. It does glide on decently nice. I don't think it would be too terribly pigmented. I tried to kind of layer it over itself, and that's when it started getting a little bit chunky and not layering super well, but just like a single solid stroke actually is pretty smooth and soft. You just couldn't get like too dark of a brown out of it, but it's a really nice, pretty light brown color. All right, next up here, the classic little Toy Story clouds on the blue. That is very, very cute. I really do enjoy this packaging. Looks like we're gonna have another lip product here. I kind of expected it to be blue, to be fully honest, but it's just a very standard looking, you know, rosy kind of pink. Goes really well with the lip liner that we just got. This one doesn't have the fun little texture around it. Maybe just a little tiny bit on the tip there. There's a tiny bit of that same crystallization, but nothing like the Rex one. Maybe they were just committed, okay? Maybe they put that texture on there on purpose to make it look more Jurassic. And then finally, last but not least, oh man, okay, I saw this in the bottom of the boot there, and I was hoping that this like blue jean image here on the palette would actually feel like fabric blue jean denim material, but unfortunately it's just like printed on. But it's, you know, it's cute. Woody and I just said it, Andy, right? Woody and Andy are a little bit like, not Andy, Jesse. I said it like 5 seconds ago. They are kind of raised up the tiniest bit, and they are glossy where the background is matte, and that gives it a little dimension. And that looks nice. Oh, it's cute on the inside. Again, the adorable little horse. That look in his eyes, you know, it looks like the lights are on but nobody's home. But the palette itself, the colors are very cute. I think they are in keeping with the theme and everything. Ooh, that green in the corner. I'm always intrigued by a pretty green in a palette. This one looks really nice. It has some like golden shimmer to it. We'll do a little swatch of this like vibranty kind of red orange. Deep chocolate in the corner. That looks pretty too. Oh, honestly, this chocolatey shade is kind of beautiful. Very creamy smooth, very pigmented. It has a little bit of like almost a golden luster to it underneath there. I'm gonna have to rub some grease on it or something. I don't have any WD-40, but I have like butter in the kitchen. I don't know if that'll do the same thing. The green unfortunately didn't swatch nearly as pigmented as I was hoping, and this like orangish shade in the center is a tiny bit on the patchy side, but it's still a really pretty color. Dang, that brown is beautiful. All right, you guys, that was everything in the Toy Story 12 Days of Andy's Room gift beauty set kit. That is not an advent calendar, and I was tricked tricked by myself by refusing to look at any advent calendars I purchase before I buy them, so I don't want surprises to be ruined. It is very cute. I think the $39 price point would be much more reasonable for this for this gift set here. $65 for these items I personally think is a little bit on the high side, especially for potential quality or lack of quality maybe of some of the makeup products themselves. I just think $65 is a little bit steep, and that's probably why it's on sale right now and it's still available, because this has been out for a long time and it still hasn't sold out even at that $40 price tag. All right, let's move right along to the Revolution and Love Actually actually advent calendar. This one is a true, real advent calendar, and also one of my mom's favorite movies of all time. She loves this movie. I've only seen it, I do believe, one time. It was with my mom. I was very young. I think she had only ever seen it on the television, and we either purchased it for her like as a Christmas gift, or we rented it at the, you know, the movie rental place, which is something that used to exist back in my day. And then we watched it together, and there's certain scenes that you're like, oh, you know, really stick with you when you're watching it with your mom. So, anywho, Love Actually. So just as a refresher, this was $48 on sale right now for $28. This could be like a cute Valentine's advent calendar, honestly. It doesn't have to be just for Christmas. It looks like a box of chocolates. That's precious. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Oh. I am aware that the Bill Nye that's in Love Actually is not the science guy. Those are two separate Bill Nyes. But once you think of the name Bill Nye in your head, it's really hard to not sing the song. How fun! It also does look like a little box of chocolates, and they did mention that like all of this is tearaway, so you can reuse the box if you'd like to. All right, let's start here with day number 1 at the top. Oh, that's intense cardboard, daggone it. Seems there's not a spoon in sight. That's usually my go-to opening apparatus. It's really good for prying. Where is it? Okay, maybe this is it. It just scooted over. Okay, yeah, I think this is it. It just migrated over to the side there. Oh, how cute! Oh, it's in the shape of a heart. So it's a little lipstick tube, but like the whole tube is heart-shaped. I think that's kind of precious. Adorable. Ooh, that's a pretty shade of red. That's really like deep and intense. Ooh, I might like that. I feel like a lot of reds we get in advent calendars and stuff pull very fuchsia. This looks like it has like a nice, almost kind of brick undertone to it, so that could be really pretty. Interesting. That's actually very brick. That's more brick than I was anticipating. My hand looks precisely like a duck. Crank. Should I try it on? Let's try it on real fast. It's probably gonna look ridiculous on me. I have to go to a flight tomorrow. I have to be on a plane. I have to leave my house at 8 a.m. What time is it? Oh, it's only 11:40. The night is young. Okay, well, I might have been slightly too confident. Oh no. I don't know why I thought this was gonna look good on me, but it's very orangey, very pigmented, very matte. It doesn't look too bad on camera, honestly, but in real life, it's very, very orange. I feel like this would be a mess. This feels like a messy lipstick. A case in point on that. To be fair, it's probably not the lipstick's fault though. My hands don't work super great recently. It's a little bit of a mistake. Okay, it won't stick to the inside of my mouth. You'll need a close up of this. Hold on. What is that? What is this? It won't stick to this portion of, like when I rub my lips together, different sections keep like going away. It won't stick to like a good portion of my mouth, and it like keeps changing its shape around the outside. This is it feels like it would be everywhere. It feels like it's currently like dripping off my face. This would be a very, very messy red lipstick, and it just doesn't seem like it wants to be on the mouth area. It seems like it might prefer to be anywhere else besides the mouth area. Yeah, that feels terrible. I don't like that at all. Well, that's good to know. Okay, I'm guessing this skinny door here is day number 2. Day number 8 is also like on the same little section, but I think there might be 2 small sticks here. I'm not loving how they put this calendar together. I was pretty excited about it, but it's put together very, very odd. Okay, day number 2 is up next. We got us a little stick here. Ooh, it looks like brown eyeliner based on what I accidentally drew on my thumb. Yes, a very similar eyeliner to the one from the Toy Story boot. This one is a bit more cool toned, a little bit more gray, where the other one was a little bit more warm. Definitely, it's a light brown eyeliner. If you're wanting to go for a pretty intense wing or something, I don't know how well this would work. But if you're just looking for something a little bit more light or something that you can smudge out, I'm sure this will be fine. Alright, moving along here to day number 3. I'm not trying to like mutilate this poor little heart. It's just, you gotta do what you gotta do. Precious. Oh, this looks precious though. We have another little blush here. This one isn't the cutest heart shape though, and it looks like it might be a little bit on the shimmery side. Oh man, is this another cream blush? This has a very similar texture as a Toy Story one, but I feel like this one might be a little bit softer, almost a little bit more oily feeling. It definitely looks very shimmery, shiny though. Oh, wow. That's honestly more of a highlight than it is a blush. That looks more luminous. Is luminous a word? Luminous. What the heck was I trying to say? Luminous, just take off the A part. This one looks more luminous and a bit more glowing than the powder highlight that we got in the first box. There is like some pinkness to it as well. It would be a very light pale pink blush, but I feel like you could get kind of a nice pretty highlight with this. It almost looks a little bit perhaps like a blush topper. That could be really pretty. It just doesn't seem like the color itself, the base color, really stays put on my skin for very long. Little glitters and stuff are still there very prominently, but I've layered up this pink patch right here a couple of times, and I just feel like the tint, the actual blush part of it, just doesn't really want to stay put. Moving along here to number 4. Oh we got eyelashes! We have a little pair of fake eyelashes. They look very like natural, like not like an extreme kind of lash, but would definitely give you some definition, some fullness in your lashes. These look pretty cute. I'm wondering, so far, I don't know if I've seen anything that's like a reference or anything to the movie. Again, I think I've only seen the movie maybe 2 times. I've seen a lot of clips of the movie. I've also seen a lot of people on TikTok recreating the movie. There's this guy who's Australian and he remakes clips from the movie, but like where he plays all the parts. And so he will be like Keira Knightley, and he's also Alan Rickman, and he's also like Martin. He's everybody.
Bingo. I look quite pretty.
I do really enjoy his rendition. But I feel like so far I'm not really seeing any themed items, unfortunately, which I really like that with the Toy Story calendar. Even though I didn't like love all the products themselves, at least the items were themed, and that was really cute. I'm losing my voice. I'm so sorry. All right, let's move on here to day number 5. Oh, again, it's a very cute little tube. I like the heart-shaped tubes. I think those are super, super cute. Oh, it's a lip gloss. Okay, I kind of thought this was going to be a liquid eyeshadow, and I thought a pretty shiny, like metallic pink liquid eyeshadow could be really nice. Ooh, actually that smells really good. But a lip gloss could be also really nice and hopefully tasty. Doesn't taste like much, but it doesn't taste terrible. It just smells really good. That's given me like early 2000s frosted lip flashbacks here, which was, wasn't my favorite look to be fully honest. But I do think Love Actually came out in like the early 2000s, so that would make sense. It just has kind of a nice candy scent to it again, kind of like that spray. All right, let's move up here to day number 6. I'm sorry. Oh, a little powder puff. It's very cute. Just a tiny little heart. This is interesting. It has the feeling of kind of like a silicone-y beauty blender, but it's a little powder puffy looking thing. So honestly, this could be kind of nice for trying to blend out foundation and stuff. So it almost feels like it has a little bit more like a silicone slickness to it than a standard beauty blender. So maybe this would absorb less product. I don't know, I kind of like that. That's nice, but it is just, one individual little, this poor calendar, it's destroyed. Let's move on to day number 7. Ouchie. Oh, okay, I think we have another little mascara here. Cute little red hearts and stuff. I'm really missing the theme. There is no theme. I guess besides, love. Love Actually probably would be a little bit more difficult to do themes with than like a cartoon like Toy Story, but I'm sure you can make some stuff work. It looks precisely like the last one. That really kind of densely packed, thick looking wand with the stringy mascara. I think this is the same exact mascara, just different packaging. All right, day number 8 is right here. Another skinny little door, but I think it's just kind of, we're just gonna have to go in. Alrighty, we have another little stick here. Cute packaging. Again, very cute packaging. This could have just been like a Valentine's Day advent calendar, to be fully honest, because none of this, to me anyway, from my memory, has like anything to do with Love Actually. They could have, I don't know, maybe this, instead of this little powder puffy thing being a heart, it could have been one of those cue cards that Rick from The Walking Dead was holding up to Elizabeth Swann. Something like that. Okay, I think we're on day number 9 here. Okay. Which at this point, it's yeah. Okay, I know what they're going for here. It's very obviously intended to be a heart. Like it's super obviously supposed to be a heart beauty blender. There's just something about the shape of this and the way they cut it. It's a little off. I No, it's a heart. It just looks a little different. I feel like we've lost all semblance of order here. I'm just gonna start ripping. Day number 10. Okie dokie. Oh, this is cute. This is cute. We have a fun little fuzzy Santa looking scrunchie. This could be a reference to the movie. Bill Nye, I'm fairly certain, sings a song about Christmas. And I think there are ladies in fuzzy Santa things involved. Am I making that up? Yeah, oh, there we go. I feel like that could be a pretty direct reference. There's Bill Nye. I don't remember what his name is in the movie, but there's Bill Nye and there's the ladies in the fuzzy things that I was talking about. This actually has a lot of really nice stretch to it, and this could be cute for like the Christmas holiday season that we'll have in 8, 9, 10 months from now. What month is this? All right, that was 10. Let's move over here to day number 11. Oh, okay. I'm gonna assume these little heart clippies that are floating around in here are day number 11. That would make sense. Okay. Yeah, you know, they're cute. They're little hair clips that are in the shape of a heart, pale pink and red. How precious, very adorable. Poked it in my brain. I can't even. Can you see it? And they're cute and they do serve a function. I wouldn't say these are probably the highest quality heart hair clips out there, but they're cute. They are cute. Just maybe not an incredibly high value item. Alrighty, you guys, that brings us to day number 12 here. Let me just pretend I haven't seen what was inside the box for the past, couple boxes here, and I'll open up this little flap. Day number 12! Oh, how precious. A little eyeshadow palette. And it does have the some of the little cue cards, signs that, like I said, Rick was showing to Miss Swan there. So this is like one of the first things, with maybe the exception of, you can make the argument that this is a reference. This is one of the first like true references that I've seen inside this advent calendar. If you guys are more familiar with the movie than I am and you picked up on something that I didn't, please let me know. But this is like the only thing that I'm like, oh, Love Actually. Like I could pick it out, from a lineup of stuff. This just looks, well, this just looks like anything Santa or Christmas related, but like this, you'd be like, oh, that's from that movie. And then the inside of the mirror says, I look quite pretty. The tiny, tiny, itty bitty little pans in here are just that, tiny, tiny, itty bitty, but they have some really pretty shades. There's this beautiful gold in the center. There's another interesting looking gold. This one doesn't feel as soft for some reason. And then we just have some kind of nice, rich, brownish red shades and like a very kind of intense orangish red. Okay, not honestly the most impressive swatches. I can kind of tell they're there on my fingertips. I look a little bit better on my fingers, to be honest. I can kind of tell just like rubbing around in the pans that they weren't very creamy, smooth, soft shades. Unfortunately, I was hoping these golds would be a bit more kind of like the brown one from the last palette. It was really pretty, very pigmented, very smooth, but these are a bit more kind of chunky gold with not a ton of base to them. And then the two just matte shades, little on the patchy side, kind of like the matte from the last one as well. At least from the finger swatches, they could look totally different applied like on the eye with the brush, but maybe not my favorite formulation I've seen of an eyeshadow palette, but it is a very cute little one. Okay, already booked. So this one was originally $48 on sale for $28.80. I think for $28.80, like it could be a cute little gift. I think this could be, especially for somebody who enjoys Love Actually. Unfortunately, there aren't many true movie references in here, at the exception of the one palette, but at least, it says it on the front. That's something. So maybe for Valentine's Day, if somebody really enjoys the movie, 28 bucks, I think I could see that being a fine price for this. I wouldn't pay any more than that for it. However, unfortunately, I did. I paid the full price for it, the $48. I don't know what the retail value associated with it is because it didn't really mention anything. I feel like I enjoyed the Toy Story one better, but I don't know if that's just because like I know more about Toy Story, so I got all the references and stuff. But honestly, there's not really references to get with this one, which I think is sad. I feel like they could have, done a little bit more as far as truly making this a collaboration with Love Actually instead of just slapping some hearts on everything. But let me know what you guys think. I would love to hear all your thoughts and opinions. I'll show you guys everything that came in both of the boxes so you can kind of, you know, see what we're working with here. Let me know what you all think about these two. I feel like I'm just a little tiny bit let down by them, but I would love to hear all y'all's thoughts and opinions. And yeah, that's all I have for y'all today. Thank you so much for watching. Please go ahead and consider subscribing if you would not mind. And then the absolute world to me. I just hope you guys have a lovely, wonderful, fantastic day, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.
Little treats. That's it, Rance. That's it. Rance. Ow! Don't eat it. Don't eat it.